like this. So playing from the green goalkeeper, a little bit of a setting like that, playing out from the back. Straight after that, we've got some futsal from the under-8s of Santos Academy, which are from Brazil, a well-known Brazilian club. Have a look at some of their under-8s playing, a really, really good goal set up. After that, we're going to work on some pivot play. So the ball goes into the pivot who've got their back to goal. So this might be working with maybe this player here, number 4, playing with their back to goal. Have a little look how they receive. Now in futsal, usually when the pivot receives, they can either play the ball back as a set, but most of the video you're going to see now is where they spin the defender and have a shot. So have a look at that. After that, we've got some futsal techniques with Loughborough Futsal Club. Also known as Loughborough Students, so it's the university teams. Then straight after that we go into some England futsal skills that's sponsored by Pokemon. I'm sure some of the girls have seen Pokemon are the sponsors of England futsal, so there's some of the England team doing some challenges. So this will be really good to see if you can copy some of the challenges that the England players give you. Straight after that, we've got some men's England futsal. So we've got an England futsal game from the end of 2019, which is England versus Northern Ireland. Have a little look at that. Straight after that, we go into the women's Euro 2019 futsal final between Portugal and Spain. Again, when you're watching these games, please go over them a few times because I want you to look at how teams set up for corners, how they set up for free kicks, what the movement is when they've played. Look for the blocks, look for the building block stuff that they've worked as well, but also the block where we get in the way of a player to create some space for another. So have a look at that. Straight after that, we've got the 2018 European finals between Portugal and Spain again, but it's the men's this time. So have a look at that, let us know what you think. And then straight after that, we're going to go into some goalkeeping work. So we'll be back with Tony Elliott, the England goalkeeping coach, for the goalkeepers, doing quite a bit of work. And to finish off, we're going to have a video with a Spanish goalkeeper called Paco Sedano, one of the world's best goalkeepers, now retired, played for Barcelona, so you'll see some of
Neil Morgan here from Loughborough Students Futsal Club, and we're here today to show you some key skills from futsal.
Okay, so the first key aspect we're going to talk about is controlling the ball. It's the majority of the time done with the sole of the foot, as opposed to in football where you'll be using the outside and the inside of your foot.
The best way probably in futsal to manipulate the ball, as Morgan has just said, is probably using the sole of your foot. This way you can go left, right, backwards and forwards.
Because the game's a lot faster, it's a lot quicker, so the ball needs to be as close to you as it can really, so you can manipulate it back and forward. Because in football, defenders might be 2 yards away from you, in futsal it might be half a yard. The next aspect that we're going to talk about is the kick-ins and the restarts. So compared to football where you have a throw-in, in futsal you have a kick-in. So you have to make sure ball's essentially on the line, foot can't go over line, has to be behind the line, and you'll look at the referee and they'll put their arm up in the air and they'll start counting. You have 4 seconds to release the ball, otherwise you turn it over and the opposition get it.
And the final aspect we're going to cover and show you and demonstrate is shooting. Shooting obviously is a big part in any sport, especially futsal. Nets are a lot smaller than they are in 11-a-side football, so when it comes to shooting, power is more of a beneficial aspect rather than placement. Like I said before, placement isn't really a key factor in futsal, more power. As long as you get it on target, you can have half a chance. So they were 3 of our main skills and components when it comes to futsal.
Hopefully you've picked up a few tips, a few tricks.
We're both really looking forward to the National Futsal Series ahead in the season.
And if you're interested, I'm sure you can find a futsal club nearby to have a go at some of those skills.
I'm Calvin Dixon. I'm a player for Pro Futsal in England, and I'm here to show you some skills that you can do to keep yourself busy during the lockdown while staying safe and indoors. The skill that I'm going to be showing you is the double touch. It's a nice little trick used by a lot of really good players in both futsal and football to let you get away from an opponent quickly, and this is how you do it. First step. The double touch is a really useful skill for beating an opponent 1v1. It can also be used in a situation to get yourself a little bit of space to make a better pass for yourself. So how do you do the double touch? Take one leg and dummy across the ball, then with your standing leg push the ball across your body, and finally use your second leg to push the ball forwards. There it is again, a little bit slower so you can see it. A drill that you can use to practice is putting an object down in front of you, maybe something a little less fragile than a glass, and then doing the double touch from foot to foot on both feet.
Skill, control. Drill 1, master the ball with Calvin Dixon. This drill improves your ability to move quickly whilst retaining ball control. Use the sole of your foot to pull the ball around the turn and into your path. Make sure you take the ball over the line each time. The aim is to see how many you can do in 30 seconds. Time's up. Now it's your turn. Skill, passing. Drill 2, pinball passing with Rayoni Medina and Nathan Davis. This drill improves your control on the ball when passing at close range. Control the ball with the sole of your foot so that it can be played instantly with your second touch. See how many times you can control and pass the ball in 30 seconds. Time's up. Now it's your turn. Skill, shooting. Drill 3, the finisher with Doug Reed. This drill improves your ability to score goals. All 4 shots must be scored to count. If a shot is missed, 10 seconds is added to your time. See how long it takes to score all 4 goals. Now, it's your turn. Skill, agility. Drill 4, the T-test with Liam Powell-Freeman and Manmeet Jagpal. This drill will improve your agility with the ball. Complete the round as quickly as possible. Adopt a lower body position in the turns and then accelerate out. Now, it's your turn. Skill, defense. Drill 5, roadblock. With Liam Palfreeman, Mark Croft and Manmeet Jagpal. This drill will improve defending tactics. The defender must try to intercept as many balls as possible in 30 seconds. Adopt a half-turn position when doing this. As a goalkeeper, be prepared to spread your body to block the ball. Time's up. Now, it's your turn. Skill, fitness. Drill 6, endurance test with Robert Betson. This drill improves your fitness on the pitch. Complete the round in as fast a time as you can. Focus on controlling your turns and then accelerate into running with the ball. Now, it's your turn.
Always nice to see a side giving everybody an early touch and then an effort which had to be tipped over the top. Really high quality player is Liam Palfreeman, and that forward surge produced the product goal which had to be turned over from McAlane. Yellows in each of the first 2 games mean you'll miss tomorrow, you'll be suspended. Here is Gunn, and there's an opportunity for Northern Ireland. It's taken. Gunn fizzed it across the face, and it's been turned into the goal by Ryan Dabbs. And Northern Ireland, somewhat against the form book, have taken an early lead. It's England 0, Northern Ireland 1. The goals yesterday. Oh, we tried to thread the
well
pass.
cut out there.
There's Ward again. He's been out-muscled and dispossessed, and Northern Ireland can break again here. Joe Payne, rather, the keeper, has to come out of his area. Now England can break with Ward. Goes round the keeper and tucks it away. His 3rd goal of the tournament. And his first in this match makes it England 1, Northern Ireland 1.
It's a tremendous finish there. A lovely little touch. He takes it past the keeper with the sole of his foot, which is such an important part of your foot in futsal. We're always teaching that in the schools, control with the sole.
One of the Loughborough University players. Oh, and that could be a foul. It is indeed. The guilty man is James Gould from Banbridge. Or he can elect to stay on his line. But we're going to get a shot at goal. Palfreeman's gone back an absolute country mile. Is it going to be in? It is. Here comes Liam Palfreeman. Shoots and saved by McAlane, and the rebound can't be turned in. Really good work by the shot stopper in the Northern Irish goal. Sometimes I'll encourage you to find an extra 10%, and a foul has been given against Scott Gunn here, and Scott Gunn gets his 2nd yellow card of the tournament, so he won't be able to play tomorrow.
And with only a minute left to go, you'd have liked to see him hold on to it.
So it's going to be Doug Reid, lengthy run up, fast bowlers run up. There comes Doug Reid, right footed, scores! England in front. Stunning shot from Doug Reid. Nothing that Matt McAlane could do in the Irish goal. And England, Webb over there to take it. And it's in by Medina. sloppy from Northern Ireland at the back. Not something we've been able to say about them throughout the first half, but they were caught napping there. Webb fizzed it right across the face, and Matt McAlane, perhaps momentarily distracted, expecting one of his defenders to be there to cut it out.
On the B licence, fantastic tutors with Pete Sturgis, Mike Sagwala, Ian Bateman, Graham
Miller.
Dell. Oh, it's an opportunity
Rolls
here.
the ball, an opportunity, and Northern Ireland are back in it. Reduce the deficit to 3-2. Craig Taylor tucks it away. Composed finish, nice opening, well worked. And Northern Ireland right back in this game. It's England 3, Northern Ireland 2. England ball, quickly taken, Reid. Now Ward gets the shot away and finds the back of the net with unerring accuracy, stinging drive. And Ward gets his 4th goal of the weekend, making it England 4, Northern Ireland 2. Got on the score sheet yesterday. Nathan Davis. Not too far away from home. He's a Loughborough University player, and that's a lovely move as Webb plays it across the face and turned in by Matt Overton. And England have 5 for the 2nd day running, and Matt Overton of Bolton celebrates. The players on the bench at the moment, just to one side, and we're just having a little look at the tablet as Deere shoots and gets his first international goal. Look at his celebrations. Absolute joy unbound. Terrific left-footed strike. England have a 6, but it's a first international goal for Jordan Deere. What a weekend he's having. The Welsh side, notice, have entered the arena, watching on intently. Down below us. Sliding challenge from Medina, and that will be the 6th challenge, and it's a 2nd yellow card from Rayoni Medina, and that's a red card. And the planned celebrations for Rayoni Medina's 50th international cap tomorrow are going to be put on ice, because Medina is sent off. He's going to take this shot left-footed, well saved by the keeper, but the rebound is tucked home, and the green and white army over on the far side of the arena erupt. They've not had a lot to shout about in the second half, Hannah.
I think animated would be quite polite. I think there's some aggressive words there shouted towards the referee, and they just need to sort of keep a hold of themselves and try and sort of keep that emotions down a little bit, see this game out. There could still be something in it for them here.
Craig Taylor with another penalty kick and scores, rolls it under the keeper. Joe Payne back out there, couldn't save it, and the deficit now is 2, 6-4. You ever seen a game turn around in the final 40 seconds?
We've definitely hopefully explained the foul count to the fans out there watching, so it's been...
It is a repeat of the 2010 Futsal Euro final, with the holders Spain aiming for their 8th title, taking on a Portugal side inspired by their star player Ricardinho. It's Portugal that have stolen it with Ricardinho. Oh, what a start! Inside the first 60 seconds, and Ricardinho gives Portugal the lead. It's the first time ever in a final a goal's been scored in the first minute. Just over a minute to go in this first half, and Spain have an equaliser. What a time to get it. It's Marc Tolra, and it's the 200th Spanish goal in Futsal Euro tournaments. Well, the 2010 final between these two saw Spain run out 4-2 winners. As Portugal come forward, it clatters off the woodwork. Oh, the goalkeeper was beaten. Here's Miguelin. So experienced, Miguelin, and so close to giving Spain the lead. Well, did the goalkeeper get a hand to it? Goes down, so many bodies in the way. So free kick to Spain. It's going to be Miguelin to take. Oh, can you believe it? Look at the space that Lin found himself in. He scored against Portugal in the 2010 final. He's now given Spain the lead again against Portugal 8 years later. 5 minutes to go, goes down. And that's their 6th foul. And Spain will have a 10-metre penalty. It's going to be Miguelin. It's off the crossbar. What a chance to win it for the Spanish. And what a let-off for Portugal. Well, the goalkeeper's out. The flying goalkeeper with the assist. And Portugal level it up in the final. It's Bruno Coelho with the goal. So we head to extra time. 2 extra 5-minute halves. Spain looking for their 8th title, remember, and it's Spain coming forward. It's off the post. Bebe so close again to giving Spain the lead. His body's going all over the place, and a free kick is given, and it's going to be a 10-metre penalty here. Bruno Coelho to win it, surely. Bruno Coelho scores again, and Spain have 55 seconds to find an equaliser. What resilience from this Portuguese side. Is there one final opportunity? Yes, there is. Oh, wonderful save. And they can't bundle it in. And is that the last chance? The buzzer goes, and it is Portugal who win their first ever Futsal Euro title. It's the first time they've ever beaten Spain in a competitive match. And Portugal are the champions of Europe.
The lateral split save is a save used when the ball is wide of the goalkeeper. In futsal, the floor generally is quite hard, so the goalkeeper's diving too much impact on the side of the body. The lateral split save is a more effective and efficient form of saving the ball when it's low and moving the ball away from goal to angles of safe areas. So we're now going to have a look at the lateral split save. I think very important that we have a look at the physical process, the preparation that's needed by the goalkeeper. Technically, we're going to look at that and work on that anyway and talk about the detail around that. But I think there's a certain amount of physical preparation that needs to go into it. So all I'm going to get you to do, Jack, there's a 3 or 4 stage process. So you're going to start on a knee, doesn't matter which side you go, okay? And we're not going to put too much weight bearing on any part of the body at the moment. But what we're going to get used to and comfortable is obviously having balance, yeah, and making sure that if we work whichever side we're working, yeah, we're used to the way that the body is being stretched and moved gradually to end up dropping into that lateral split save. Okay, does that make sense? So all I want you to do, take the weight on the knee and on the heel, start in a upright position. You're just going to deliver the ball so it ends up around about just over Jack's toe. The more comfort Jack has with that, the more you can stretch him a little bit, so it can sometimes even go outside the line of the toe. But all I want you to do, Jack, from that position is stretch and reach for the tennis ball, secure it, pop it back to Dylan, but then sit back up into that ready position. Okay? As soon as you're ready, off you go. Yep, good. Good. Think about his arm length, so he might have to go a little bit wider. Yeah, good. That's it. Good. And hold it there. So if you can, Jack, rather than sort of crouching over it, can you try and keep your upper body upright, yeah, and just work there? Because obviously when you drop into your split, the upper body is going to be upright as much as possible rather than leaning over. The other reason why we're doing that is because obviously when you drop into your split, your hand and your arm becomes the secondary save mechanism. So you're either saving it with your foot, saving it with the hand, or a combination of the two. So you're working the two in tandem and working them together. Keep that upper body upright. Yeah, just drop down. That's better. Good. Good. Better. And relax. Good. So now do the next part of the process. So we've started very little weight bearing, nice and easy and simple, just really working on stretching and working with the hand and foot in tandem together. Now I want you to start to lower the body, yeah? So we're starting to kill the space and lessen the space between the back of the leg and the floor. And we're now starting to take a little bit more of a weight on the heel, but I'm still pointing the toe into the floor. So I'm not flattening the foot out yet. So I'm taking the weight on the heel and on the toe, but I'm still keeping my upper body forward and balanced, yeah? And we're still going to think about using and working the hand and foot in tandem together. Off you go. Good. A little bit wider, Jack. Yeah, a little bit wider. Good. That's it. Good. Well done. Good. And hold it there. Stay there. So again, when you think about the split save, think about your body shape. So you'll throw the nearest leg out that you're using. Your hand will come in as a secondary save mechanism. That's why we're getting you used to having the two working together. You look at your other hand, now that's up and it's balance, but also another save mechanism. If you drop into your split and the ball is then driven across your body, at least you've got an opportunity to save with that backhand. And obviously the back leg is now giving you balance when you drop into your split. But look how wide and open that shape is and how much more of the goal you're going to cover. So we've started quite high up, yeah, no real weight bearing. The next phase was to sit down on the back of my sort of buttock on the heel. I'm still on my toe, yeah. What I want you to do now, again, to lower the back of the leg closer towards the floor. Now, flatten your foot out, yeah. So you're actually going to flatten your foot out behind you and sit down with your buttock on your heel, so your foot is flush to the floor. And now again, we've reduced the space underneath here. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so you're not throwing the foot out to the side yet, but you're just balancing on the heel, taking that weight bearing there. Is that all right? Off you go. Good. Yeah, so they're working together. Yeah, there you go. So you've dropped to the floor, now you're using the hand as that secondary save mechanism. Good. Body weight forward. Good. And relax, hold it there. We've now gone into the final part of the process, okay? So if you look now, the back of the leg that you're using, yeah, in other words, for instance, the ball's coming this side of the goal, you're driving across with the nearest foot to the ball. Your leg now is flush to the floor. So you've dropped into your split shape, your leg is flush to the floor, the back of your leg is flush to the floor, and now you'll also bring the hand in as a secondary save mechanism. Your backhand will be out across your body as another save mechanism, and now your balance is on that back leg, okay? Because obviously I don't want you to put a hand down, because if you put a hand down, then you haven't got that save mechanism at that back half of the goal if you need it, all right? Body weight forward, head forward, and also if you can, try to start from a central position and bring the hand out so that you're using it as that secondary save mechanism as you would if you dropped into your split save, okay? Couple of throws, Jack, off we go, yep. Secure, good, upright, drop in, upright, good, well done, yep. Stretch him a little bit further if you want to, good. So we just open his range up a little bit, one more, and relax, hold it there. Start from the middle to begin with, come to the near post, action, turn, and I'll fizz you across, and then you can just start from the middle again. Ready? Yep, let's go. In, yep, there. Good, and again. Yep, in, yes, there. Good, settle. Yep, in, yes, there. And again, one more. Yep, in, yep. Good, and relax. Just to bring some sort of realism to your practice and why we're doing it. So it could be, for instance, that you've got dragged towards the near post, yeah? The ball now is in an area to the side of the goal. It's then played back to an attacker ready and waiting to finish around the edge of the D. But all I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn and play in the practice across you, but in the game it could go anywhere. So all I want you to do is think about the action there first. That's getting you away from where the ball is going to end up here. As you turn now, just pick up your triggers. Just see what I'm doing. So what I don't want you to do is just turn and drop into a split, because that wouldn't be realistic for you. But as you turn, now realise and recognise what I'm doing in terms of my body shape, my triggers. Then if I play there, that's when you can go and execute your split. Now if you can, timing wise, try not to go too early, because what I want is I want you to try and get contact of foot on ball, yeah, to move the ball away from goal. So in essence, what we're not doing here is diving, yeah. As a goalkeeper, that's probably your first thought, you want to dive, but in futsal, we'll split. Purely because of the floor, the pace that the ball's moving, the distance it is away from you. It's more effective and efficient for you to move your feet and get a foot on the ball and push it away from the goal. So that's in essence where I want the balls going if we can. So the timing is important. Okay, are we ready? Set of 4, let's go. Yep, there. And again, let's go. Yep, in, yep, there. Good touch, well done. Yep, yes, there. Touch, love it, yep. And again, yes, there. Good.
Good lad, well done. Last one. Bang, 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 then finish off there, okay? Yeah. Alright? Ready? Good job. Yeah, come on. So the ball either comes from Ben or to Miles, okay? And I'll either strike low, so you're making the save with your feet, with those in your hands, okay? So just concentrating on saving your feet. If I take a touch, okay, get rid of the tennis balls, okay, and come out and block, alright? Good, well done. Yep. Yo, great save. Good lad.